Josh still have Gatorade card?
Guess we're running teams now.
Me and Chris made our sponsor thing, so that's what ours is.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Inspired Racing League Cup Series. I'm Garrett Jenkins, back in the booth once again for the Cup Series. Practice just about to conclude here. Josh Henderson on point right now with Colton Ward, Stephen Henning, Aaron Stanton, and Cade Cannon in the top five. Matthew Gall, the familiar face of the Cup Series here on Monday nights, well, he had an itch to get back to the racetrack. I cannot say that I blame him at all, and I do not. And right now, Matthew Gall is running 7th at the moment. I gotta do one more thing. Okay, I have no camera there. All right, nothing there. Right now, practice about to conclude. Aaron Stanton goes to the top of the board now. The two brothers leading 1-2. Jorno knocks Cannon out of the top five.
Oh, wow.
Well, AJ all of us.
And Shane Hoare now top of the board, 26.69.
Shane, I was trying to get off the track until you hit me.
Oh, man, I couldn't stop.
I literally was holding down the button to go back to pit road, and then it just, hello. Ouchie. AJ, you turn left here, not right. Got loose on bus stop, turned right to correct, overcorrected, and go to the right.
You got a bus stop here?
I'm tired.
Where's the bus stop at Phoneix Raceway?
All right, qualifying about to ensue here. We will be looking at Shane Hoare. Well, we won't be looking. We'll see who's going to post the first lap.
Damn, I kind of messed up. I accidentally had driving line on all week practicing for this, and now I feel like it's a brand new Kansas.
Right now, the first 1-2. Looks like we'll post a lap. Colton Ward, black flag, exiting the pits. But this is the 27 of Aaron Stanton. Aaron Stanton's been on a roll here lately. He's worked himself into a decent spot in the point standings. We'll show that here in a minute. Stanton to set the first lap here. Matthew Gall will follow, then Jordan, then Lyota. Mike Hauser about to post his lap. Jorno, top of the board. A few more drivers here about to post theirs. See Fisher into the top five. He gets knocked down to 7th. AJ Thompson holds the 5th spot for the moment. Shane Hoare, top of the board, and Aaron Stanton has completed his 2 laps. Here's Shane Hoare. Jordan spun out in the turn one. That has Matthew Gall. Shane Hoare, does he improve this time? He doesn't. That being said, still 2 minutes to go. Several drivers still looking to post their first laps. Josh Henderson to actually complete his second one. And he will not improve. Stephen Henning Jr. throwback. Skull Bandit. And Henning this time. So he does improve, but it doesn't gain him no positions elsewhere. There's Cade Cannon. Right now, second, coming to complete his second lap. Trying to knock off Shane Hoare. He only needs about a hundredth of a second. And he will not get it. Right now, with a minute and a half to go here in practice, it looks like Shane Hoare will capture the pole position.
When does this go live?
It already is.
I'm looking at the YouTube channel. I don't see it.
It should pop every time. I already got 4 viewers up here. Well, that being said, now we'll go ahead and see if we can't call up Shane Hoare.
Are you looking at the Raging Idiot channel? That's what it's on, and if it's not there,
Shane Hoare, Gary
go
Jenkins got a copy.
back into it, like clear out your.
Hey Gary, yeah, I gotcha. How you doing?
All right, sitting on pole right now. You're arguably the
Watching race
safest.
drive too, man.
You're arguably the safest person here
I've
on
been doing it
points.
for
We'll
4
show that
years.
here in a
Don't tell me
minute.
I can't
How
do
you
it.
feeling about tonight?
I think we feel decent about tonight. I think it's going to be a little tire save game, so we'll take it easy, and hopefully we got that long run speed at the end that we have in the short run, and we pull away.
All right, buddy. Bad fast car tonight. Hope to talk to you by the end of the night.
Thanks, buddy. Enjoy the race.
I'll do my best. I always do enjoy a good race. Who else can we call? Let's get a man that's on the cut line. Josh Henderson, Garrett Jenkins got a copy.
I do. What's up, man?
All right, buddy. After 2 big weeks, you're 2 points out of the playoffs. You got the car tonight to break through that bubble.
I think so. Qualifying fourth there helps a lot. I know I'm racing Jason back there. He didn't have the best lap, so it's a long race, 156 laps. I know it's only a mile track, but that's still a lot of laps. So lots of things can happen. Just gonna take my time, be methodical, be smart, and try to be there at the end. Hopefully, come away with the top 5 here.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Hope to talk to you by the end of the night.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
You too. That being said, go and get these information out. Everybody, welcome to Phoenix International Speedway. 156 laps tonight. Pace car speed limit is 55. The pit road speed limit is 45. 22 X's is the limit tonight. You get 1 fast repair. And the last thing, you get 5 sets of tires. That includes what you have on. So an extra 4 sets in the pits. Best of luck, everybody. That being said, we'll go ahead and get the starting grid up here. See Shane Hoare. Shane Hoare on the pole. Cade Cannon in second. Aaron Stanton third. Josh Henderson fourth. Jordan Joyner wearing out the top 5. Mike Hauser. Thomas Hernandez, the new face in here, 6th and 7th. Elijah Fisher. AJ Thompson. Stephen Henning Jr. Chris Lyota. Brent Hanrahan. We'll go to the next one. His return back to racing here in the Inspired Cup Series, Matthew Gall will roll off 13. Jason Williams in 14th. Robert Whitwell in 15th. Bobby Hadaway in 16th. And Colton Ward will round out the field in 17th. And a little new thing here cooked up just for the Inspired Racing League. The point standings coming into tonight. Let me explain this real fast. The drivers in green, they are automatically locked in on their wins. The 3 winningest drivers at the top are the ones who are safe right now due to their wins. But a scenario, if Stephen Henning Jr. was to get 2 wins, who was in 6th, then that 3rd spot between him and Cameron Winsberg would be up on points. With that being said, Mike Hauser, good by a race worth the points right now or more. Cade Cannon plus 49. Stephen Henning Jr. plus 33. Aaron Stanton plus 13. Jason Williams holds the 8th and final spot in 8th by 2 points over Josh Henderson and 17 over Brent Hanrahan. So as we go on in the next couple of weeks, this is going to change a lot. Some 4th through 5th could be in the green because they're locked in on points. We'll have to see how it plays out, but that is the points coming into tonight. Let's go ahead and get a couple more in here. I actually talked to Jason Williams. Jason Williams, Garrett Jenkins got a copy.
I do.
Buddy, you're coming in here +2 to the cut line. How do you feel about your chances tonight starting back there in 15th?
Well, I just got to bide my time, have a clean race here. I can't afford that no bad luck.
I don't blame you, buddy. All right, buddy, I'm going to let you go because Pace Truck's in. I hate to cut it short on you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Field's coming to the restart zone. Shane Hard, Cade Cannon will be bringing them down here for the green flag. Driver's already fanning out, cutting that dog leg. Jorno way down there. He'll blend back up. Has a little bit of contact already. Several drivers, a tricky turn 1. Mike Hauser one in, got shoved up way out of line, as you see now. The fight for first still continuing. Henderson all over the back of Shane Hard. Cannon trying to get the run off the corner. To lead lap 1, it will be Cade Cannon. Shane Hard cut the dog leg pretty big, but right now he'll lose 2 spots. Henderson on his teammate, the Chevrolet drivers battling for the top spot. Already been an action-packed first 2 laps. Henderson battling back on the bottom. But right now the runs off the corner. With a driver 9, you see Hard cut the dog leg again. So right now, Cade Cannon able to break away from side by side. You see the 2 brothers, Stanton and Henderson. Drain paint. Henderson almost puts Hard into the wall. They keep it straight as right now. Aaron Stanton on the attack. Stanton had a good car at Rockingham last week. Unfortunately, it failed. Did not go his way. And now he looks to the bottom of Cannon.
I'm sorry if I pinched you on that exit.
Side by side. Henderson to cut the dog leg a little bit again. Hard does not. You see the 77 of Thomas Hernandez. The rookie, first time I've seen him in here. Putting on a show, running in 5th. You're right on board with the 77. See you up there, Kay Cannon. He got Stanton to his inside. Stanton loses off corner. Keeps it straight. Kind of hurts him hard to make it 3 wide. They think better of it. Blend back in line. Couple drivers already on the move. Colton Ward up 5 spots from where he started. And Matthew Gall, who normally is in the booth tonight, he wanted to get back to racing, and I don't, like I said earlier, I don't blame him. Right now, he has not missed a beat, plus 6 positions from where he started. Meanwhile, side by side for the lead, still Stanton, Cannon. See Fisher, not Fisher, see Harnow making it 3 wide for the lead. Sends it in a little hard. And again, Cannon fighting strong on that outside. Hard back down to the bottom again. Trying to use that dog leg to his advantage. Not able to do it yet. Going back straight away. Matthew go off the wall back there. No harm, no foul yet. Again, Cannon comes into tonight plus 49. The max amount of points you can get in a race is 51, so Cannon can afford a good run here. He may be able to put himself in a race above, a whole race worth of points above the cut line. Right now, the only one for sure locked in on points for right now, we'll know in a couple of weeks if he keeps it that way, is the 43 of Mike Hauser, as you see right now, running in 8th in that Wrangler car. You see back behind him, Jorno and Hanrahan fighting for that 9th spot. But we had an issue up at the front.
Sorry, Kate, I thought you were running top.
Let's get a replay on what happened. Hard, just a little too aggressive. Beautiful save from all 3 drivers, but now that has really shook it up. Well, not really. Cade Kent is still out in front. He's taking it back from Josh Henderson now. But that has brought in about the top 11 or 12. $14 laps into the bush. You can see where your favorite manufacturer is driving on the pylon right now. Right now, Cade Cannon representing Chevrolet strong tonight, as what well, Chevrolet's really showed up actually, as they possess 3 of the top 5 positions. Notice Shane Hardenight's the only Toyota in the field. Really trying to fight for them and get his 4th win of the season. You see Hernandez, the highest running 4th or Ford. Right now, Stanton tries to get back to the bottom again, and he is there. Hernandez, he'll cut the apex. Matthew Gall has worked his way up into the top 5. Not quite some contact yet. Stanton wants to lead. He's got it for that lap. See, Henderson dives it back to the bottom again. And he gains pretty good amount of time as they're going to go 3 wide for third. Matthew Gall has not lost a step yet. And oh, Henderson and Gall come together. Caution is out. Oh, Ward goes upside down. You don't really see that here at Phoneix all that much. Carlton Ward. Right front's all torn up. Hammerhand's got a piece of it. Lyota is actually the one that flipped over. Well, let's see what happens from the forward chase mode here. All right, Henderson got a little bit loose from my side of things.
I feel like I'm on everyone's hit list tonight. I've been hit by everyone so far.
So right here on board, well, actually we'll go to cockpit cam. That's hard to say for night angle.
Hey Garrett, can I get a black cleared for the wrecked cars not catching up before I did it?
I'm probably gonna need one too.
Nice to know we can get penalties cleared.
Garrett, I'll need one too. I don't know where he was at, but I was pacing around there.
What's it telling you, Josh?
It's telling me I passed him under yellow, but I was in the wreck. I turned back around, got going. I never saw him.
How many people pitted right there? Who's the precious person on tires?
So while this is being took care of. After review of the incident, it looks like the 72 got loose off corner exit and made contact with the 78, triggering the incident. The 72 will receive the EOL. Thank you. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Fix that.
Go around me, guys. I'm gonna get the EOL. Door's mine. Go around.
It's telling me to let the 72 by.
That was kind of messed up back here in the back, guys.
Garrett, you're probably gonna have to clear black because what's happening. Thank you.
All right, back here with 136 laps to go. A little confusion there, short tracks. So how it normally is. Matthew Gall's back out on track, 2 laps down. Right now it's Aaron Stanton out in front. Mike Hauser's worked himself up to third. That has Elijah Fisher's back in the top 5. Brent Hammerhand, he's in the top 5 as right now. Everything appears to be going Aaron Stanton's way here. Let's get a look at Brent Hammerhand's car. Get a look at some of this fog strangler back here. And you're looking at Jordan on the 84. He is currently fighting for 10th. Actually, probably about 7th. Elijah Fisher's now coming for the lead. He's made a pass for second over Cade Cannon. Right on board with Elijah Fisher through turns 1 and 2.
Good work keeping it on the wall there, Shane.
Thank you.
And he will get around to 27 with ease. Elijah Fisher out in front from Phoneix. We'll go back and look through the field here. Dalton Ward having to use his fast repair early. You only get one. So Lyota, Gall, and Ward. If any damage happens to their car from here on out, they're going to have to fix it the hard way. As for everybody else, they still have a fast repair. Look at Shane Hall. He led earlier in the race, starting on pole. He's back in 7th. See Hammerhand trying to defend the spot from Jorno. That is for 8th. Right now, it's all in Elijah Fisher's hands. He has a 7/10 of a second lead over Aaron Stanton and 2-second lead over Cade Cannon. We're about to hear the battle for 4th between Ward and Hauser. $127 laps in the books here. Elijah Fisher keeps continuing to grow his lead. Actually, Stanton's on older tires, lap 29 old tires. And you can see that right here. See, several drivers in the pack did not make a pit stop under this last caution. Colton Ward up 14 from his stop, even though he was involved in that incident. We can't go back through the field here. See the 3 of Robert Whitwell having a solid run tonight, trying to take 5th away from Mike Hauser. Actually, the battle for 4th. And we have a caution on the speedway. Matthew Gall and Thomas Hernandez. Let's see what happened. 77 just looks to 78. Oh, so hold on a minute.
He's going on backstretch.
Well, Gall does get a little bit loose here. Yeah, so 78's loose off the corner. Gets it corrected, and him and the 77 run out of room. Race Control's going to have his word here. So after review of the incident, 78 gets a little bit loose off turn 2 and kind of comes down in front of the 77. So I'm going to be ruling it a racing incident, really, because the looseness is really not hardly any. So therefore there will be no EOLs this time. Thank you. Well, that being said, Matthew Gall not having an easy return here tonight. Got it really off. We're under our second caution. And Jason Williams has found his way in the second. Driver coming in holding that covenant 8th place position in points. Came into the night +2 to the good. Trying to make something happen, and we're rolling. They're going 3 wide all over turn 1. Aaron Stanton's involved in this one. So we're going to go back and look at this and see what happens here. Because I ain't too sure. It starts with a net code.
Sorry, Aaron. Shane got my left rear, and then I
Then
came
from
on
there,
the
a
track
few
when I
drivers
was
get
trying to
sideways.
find
At
it.
that point, it's a hazard, which is why the caution was thrown. And race control is going to say his word in this. After review of the incident, this all starts with the 21 net coding to 84 into the 27, which breaks the 27's whole suspension and kind of causes a stack up effect. There will be no EOLs because of it being a net code that starts all of this. Thank you. Race control's got his hands busy tonight, huh? Gaunt Ward has worked himself up in the second. And he was the Watkins Glen winner. Or, sorry, I got that backwards. He was en route to win the Watkins Glen race before a technical difficulty with iRacing messed up a restart for him, and he ended up finishing second. And though he is not playoff eligible due to his starting late in the season, he's out just looking for wins at this point. Next year, Colton Ward will be a force to be reckoned with. To give you a rundown for the top 10. Elijah Fisher in first, Colton Ward second, Chris Lyle third, Jason Williams in fourth, Mike Hauser fifth. That's the top 5. Thomas Hernandez in sixth, Jordan Jorno seventh, Bobby Hadaway in eighth, Cade Cannon ninth, and Josh Henderson rounds out the top 10.
Is your car intentionally matte colored, Chris?
Spec map glitch. It's a spec map glitch. If you want to blame anyone, blame me, because I made this game.
It's coming to the restart here. Let's see how they fan out here. Well, couldn't really see it all that much. You look at Steven hitting in that Skull Bandit car. Meanwhile, Mike Hauser making a move for second. Not second, but third. As Chris Lyota, one of them drivers needing points towards the cut line, finds himself in third. About to be back to fourth. As I stand corrected, he sends it on the outside, making it stick.
Good save, Mike.
$116 to go here from Phoneix. Mike Hauser trying to work himself up into third. He does. Hunter Ward crosses him over. Really just seems like the outside, you're really just able to roll. It seems like better. That outside slash the middle lane. And we haven't.
Review in turn 3, please.
Oh yeah, he went around.
4.
What happened to Josh Henderson? He got slammed. And then to Robert Whitwell and Matthew Gall. The rough night continues. So let's look at this again and see what happens here. 40 comes down to the 52. What I see.
40. Did you just miss the corner when you hit me in the door, or what?
No, he got turned in by the 77. I was behind it all and I watched it happen.
Look at it one more time here in slow motion. 3 wide coming off the corner. Henderson in the middle. 52 makes it 4 wide for a moment. And a 40 comes down and clips the 52. And then the Henderson, who goes for a wild ride. So after reviewing the incident, the 40 comes down in front of the 52, which collects the 72 and triggers the incident. The 40 will receive the EOL. Thank you. So a lot of drivers tonight having issues around that cut line.
Missing your bumper cover, Shane. All right, guys, we've had 4 cautions so far here in the first 44 laps, so we're averaging only 11 laps per green flag run. Our season average has been way higher than that. So if we can kind of clean up some of the racing here, we're still early on in the race. We're not even to the midway point yet, just about a third into it. So let's try to prevent this from turning into Milwaukee Mile and try to clean up some of the driving here, please.
He is a racer. It's the head honcho Elijah Fisher, who is currently your leader right now as you get a look at Josh Henderson still in the race. See, it's like Ford 1-2, followed by the Chevrolet second row, and then the first Toyota, the only Toyota, is Shane Harr back there in 10th. It's coming to the restart zone. We're rolling. Much calmer restart, it looks like, down into turn number 1. Jorno trying to make some work on that outside lane, single file. See Cannon trying to make it 3 wide, not able to do it back there on the 77. Even though they do go 3 wide for a moment. Sort it back out as Mike Hauser has gotten around Elijah Fisher for the lead, and Mike Hauser leads for the first time tonight. And arguably the most consistent driver so far this season, as he is well over a whole race worth of points in the playoffs and holds the 4th position because of it. See Hunter Ward back there, or Colton Ward, trying to make something happen. Cutting the apex. He gets next to Jorno for 4th. As we approach lap 49, 108 to go. As here comes Jorno trying to make something happen. Another one of them drivers, even though he's not on the graphic for the top 10, will try to work on that. Show the drivers in the running for the championship. As you see, Stanton hard off the wall. And Stanton's already used his fast repair, so he's got to be careful with this car. But back to the Jorno situation, a couple bad races, a penalty, I believe, what triggered it. Has been a rough last couple weeks for the driver of the 84, running in 3rd. So right now, if I ain't mistaken, he needs at least 3 wins to get locked in, but still plenty of time here in the playoff or in the regular season to try to points his way in, but it's still a long way to go for the driver of the 84. Meanwhile, you look back at Mike Hauser, starting to stretch that lead open as Jorno looked to the inside of Fisher. Couldn't get there yet. Mike Hauser won the Darlington race. And he won another race in the preseason. I'm trying to remember what that one was. But so far to the season, he's been knocking on that door for that first official win this season. Been close so many times and hasn't been able to put the pieces together. Could a night be tonight? A long way to go. We come to 104 laps to go here. Meanwhile, see Colton Ward trying to make up ground. He battles Chris Lyotta. As Lyotta gets off the wall a little bit, that allows Hitting to come back in to the picture. You look back now, battle for second here. It's going to show the battle for first, but really it's the battle for second. Well, now third. See now, Jordan. Oh, Cannon almost squeezed Stanton into the wall. Keep it straight. Stay green. Right now, Shane Har ain't seen much of him all night. Since earlier in the race, he has worked himself back up into the 6th position and into this mix. Right now, as it looks, Elijah Fisher right now holds the most laps led of 21. Kay Cannon in second with 13. And Hauser, if he can lead this next lap here, he will go for third for 11. And then Shane Har has led 10. The only other one to lead a lap tonight was Josh Henderson for 1. And now you see Fisher looks to the outside, leaves the door open for Cannon. Not able to get it done yet. Hauser will lead that 11th lap. See a few couple drivers cutting the apex. Fisher off the wall a little bit. Right now, if you're Mike Hauser, this is pretty much what you want to see, them 2x2 behind. See him fanning out there. Let's see the lap times between, well, this will be between, what we want to see is Hauser and Cannon. Yep, there we go. Now, actually, Cannon there a tenth faster that last time around. Seeing it's alternating between Fisher and Cannon. As you see how Fisher and Cannon run this time. Who has the better lap as they're side by side coming to the front straightaway? And it was Fisher. But for right now, we're going to take a quick break here. And we will be back live from Phoenix.
Oh, good brother. Woo! It chopped me off. Hey Garrett, we're good right now. Give it a minute and you might.
Yep.
Yeah. This is something.
Yes, sir. We're rolling.
We're back here from Phoenix International Speedway. Race control had to make his rounds real quick, because right now the battle, as you see, Mike Hauser scooting away. Here's the battle for second between the second through sixth. You see Shane Hard trying to make his way back up. And since that last caution, we'll take another look at the pit strategy here. See Elijah Fisher, 44 lap old, or a 44 lap stint, so one of them tires can hang on as good as they have. Cannon, another one of them. Of course, drivers were talking about, you heard Shane Hard talk about it at the top of the show. He was hoping that he would have as good as long run car as he would have a short run, and that's pretty much it. Whenever it comes to this track, you want to have a good long run car. And you see, look back down there in 8th, Hernandez on 64 lap stint. It's a rather unique strategy. I'm going to love to see how this plays out. Right now, the battle for second still intense, but starting to slow down here a little bit. Fisher starting to pull away. Stanton was to the inside of Cannon. Cannon fends him off. So we'll look through the back. We'll go through the pack here. There's Colton Ward. Having a quiet night since that first lap, or since the first incident. See Chris Lyoto, another one of them. He's had an up and down night, running in 11th. Back here, Robert Whitwell, AJ Thompson. The driver who came into the cut line tonight, +2, Jason Williams. So far, not having a night that he wants to have, but still plenty of time. Coming to 89 laps to go. Plenty of time for the driver to 40 to rebound. Another one of them who needed a good race tonight, Brent Hammerhand. Came in minus 17 to the cut line, and right now, not Brett's car not up to par. Like I said, though, still plenty of time for something to happen. Meanwhile, Fisher has closed the gap, and you see the lap times 2/10 fastest the last lap, and 1/10 that time. So Elijah Fisher in hot pursuit of Mike Hauser. Oh, Hauser off the wall a little bit, looks like. Meanwhile, the battle for third rages on as now Hernandez and Henderson and Ward have came into the picture here. See Jorno cutting the apex again like a lot of drivers have done tonight. Har looks to the outside of Cannon, not able to get there. Thought about going 3 wide for a second. They thought better of it. You see Cannon now to the bottom of the track, try to protect the position. Oh, Har into the wall. Hard to say if the 9 put him in the wall. Nothing appears to be too hurt on the driver to 21's car. He has lost 2 positions because of it, as right now see Har now trying to hold off Colton Ward for 5th. We're going to cut back here to the battle for a lead that's about to start. As look at the time Fisher gains. Off of turn 1, loses a little bit of it, but by God, what a send-off. But now Fisher's starting to lose that time through turn 3. Technically turn 2, as here comes Brent Hammerhand out of the pits. And he will go 2 laps down. Meanwhile, ever so slightly, 3rd, 4th, and 5th are slowly catching the top 2. But right now, Fisher had a good charge in the turn 1. But since then, he has lost some time as, of course, Fisher on 55 lap old. All right, here he comes now, actually. Elijah Fisher's in. So Fisher surrenders the lead after a 55 lap run for the driver of that car. Turn back to Mike Hauser. Still leading 1.7 over Cade Cannon. As you see now, Aaron Stanton back to the inside of him.
40 spit.
As the 40 will be coming in this time, Jason Williams. He will be completing a 56 lap run. As Colton Ward's worked himself back up into the top 5. He's been around there majority of the night despite that wreck earlier. Elijah Fisher has returned to the racetrack 1 lap down in 13th. Well, as the cycles out, you see Stanton in the wall a little bit. No harm, no foul. That's side by side for second. So we're going to be working lap 79 here. And as far as these next few drivers, I think the majority of them in about another 15, 20 laps, give or take, will be coming in this time. All right, now we're going back through the field. Stephen Henning Jr. running ninth. He came into tonight, I believe, 33 points to the good and 6th for the playoffs. So really his main goal is just keep performing like he's been doing. And just try to top off top 5s and top 10s. If he can do that for the remaining of the season, he should be in prime eligibility for the playoffs. Or he could get win number 2 of the season and rival Cameron Winsberg, who is actually not here tonight. He is a Toyota driver. So one has to think, if Henning or Aaron Stanton in the 27, pull him up on screen running in second. If one of them wins, and I say they'll have a better chance. Brent Hammerhand's the only one in the top 10 with a win, but Hammerhand looking in by 17. So it'll be hard to say if Brent Hammerhand could knock Cameron Winsberg out of that 3rd position. But if Henning or Stanton could get their 2nd wins of this season with Winsberg not here, it would be a massive shakeup in the points. But there's still a long way to go. 73, and right now Mike Hauser looks like he is in prime contention of getting that first elusive win. And we're going to be coming to 72 laps to go this time by. As right now, pretty much everybody's single filed out here for the moment. There's a lot of drivers right now.
Elijah, I'm going to run the bottom.
A lot of drivers right now have passed the 50 lap stint. That would include the leader Mike Hauser, Cade Cannon, Colton Ward,
No problem.
and the drivers 7th through 10th all have surpassed the 50 lap stint. So it's going to be interesting to see if they choose to pit now or try to go a little bit further. But right now Aaron Stanton has reeled, well, hasn't reeled him in yet, but he sends it hard into turn 1. Stanton has ran down Mike Hauser, but he'll lose it off corner exit. Well, not too much. It depends on how it gets through turn 3 right here. Turn 2, how they decided. Turn 4. There we go. You see right now older tires versus newer tires, as the 40 of Jason Williams on newer tires, trying to get up there to the leaders and get one of his laps back. See Elijah Fisher way back there. I say way back there, he is one of the...
77 disappeared. I don't know where he is, but he's back.
Report on the 77. We'll look into that if it keeps on happening. But right now, Elijah Fisher, one of them on the fresher tires, pitted 13 laps ago, as did the 95 and the 40. The 40 actually went 2 laps longer than Fisher did. Hammerhand also went a few more laps. So strategies at play here is right now Fisher looking to get around Williams. Both drivers again trying to get their laps back. As right now the battle for first ensues in front of them. Fisher cut a dog leg, not able to get around Stanton. Stanton loses a little bit of time to Hauser. They go back down into turns 1 and 2. Fisher now back to the inside. And he will get around Aaron Stanton. And now Hauser off the wall a little bit. As Fisher, for the moment, has his laps back, but here comes Stanton over the back of Mike Hauser. Stanton now trying to look away around. Hauser does a nice job fitting him off. Cade Cannon lurking back there behind the lap car of Williams. Meanwhile, you see Hauser open up the gap just a little bit, not too much. The 40 is in a tough spot. He's got his teammate racing for the lead, but he wants one of them laps back. He just doesn't, I don't think he wants to interfere, though, with Stanton trying to take the lead from Hauser. As Mike Hauser has now led the most laps tonight of 49 and counting. So that extra bonus point right now belongs to Mike Hauser.
Pitting in.
As the 77 will be in this time.
That was a little short for you calling that out there, just let you know. Call it out like a little bit farther out instead of right at pit road entry there.
Yeah, so 1 point. 1 bonus point goes to the driver who leads the most laps. And if he leads a little bit longer, it will be official. Mike Hauser will officially clinch that 1 point. And like I said earlier, it's just been it's been arguably the most consistent driver this season. Shane Hard, he can put up an argument for that. So can Elijah Fisher, but right, as you see, the leader will be pitting this time. 43 will be coming in this time, but Mike Hauser's average finish is a 5.09, the most out of the field. In this stint, this will end a 64-lap stint for Mike Hauser, and it will give the lead back to Aaron Stanton. You see Williams loose off the corner, gathers it back up. And you see Steven Henning is in the pits as well.
78 hitting.
Matthew Gall will be in this
42
time.
pitting.
84 fitting this time.
See, several drivers going to be in this
99
time.
this time.
And here comes the 27. So now Aaron Stanton surrenders the lead. Ward, Cannon, Jorno, all of them are in pretty much what consists of the mid top 10 to lower top 5. And that'll give Shane Harr back the lead, who was on a 57 lap stint himself. So Harr might lead a little bit, then decide to come in and pit. We'll find out. As here comes Shane Harr.
62 pit, man.
So right now, it's going to be tricky to see where this cycles around at. If I was a bet man, it might come back between these two. Mike Kowser and Aaron Stanton. But then again, what? Well, actually, Elijah Fisher's on a 27 lap stint. There's Fisher running in 4th. And I don't believe. No, the 3 and the 18 I do not believe have pitted. So this is the fight for the lead, but right now.
One in the top.
Yeah, there, AJ's in this time. See Fisher, newer tires, trying to get around the 3. Fisher looks to the inside. Robert fends it off for right now. Robert will lead that lap, but Fisher down to the bottom. Both of them cutting the dog leg. Elijah Fisher will take
3
it.
pitting now.
Here comes the 3. So it has cycled back around to Elijah Fisher out in front with 53 laps to go. Josh Henderson will take over 2nd. Mike Hauser 3rd. And Aaron Stanton 4th. Ward will round out the top 5. See, there's Josh Henderson, 8.7 back. It's a 2X on the 52. What happened? He just got the wall a little too hard there. No harm, no foul. Kept it straight. Bobby Hadaway in 16th, 2 laps down. But a beautiful paint job that he has. Right now, it's still Elijah Fisher out in front. You see Mike Hauser now lurking in 3rd. You're right on board winning. Led 52 laps so far tonight. As here comes Aaron Stanton for 3rd. Really, it's the battle for 2nd here. You know, you see Colton Ward back there in 5th, trying to sneak his way into this mix. As the 3, Robert Whitwell, black flag, he's having to serve it now. So a tough break for the 3 after having a solid run earlier and actually led a lap a few minutes ago, but the day has gone sour. See right now, Aaron Stanton gotten around the 43 and the 27. The battle for third here still goes on. It looks like we got a battle for sixth here brewing between Cade Cannon and the 77 of Hernandez. Giorno. He's had a decent night tonight. But right now, Aaron Stanton trying to reel in this man, 4.6 back. Elijah Fisher led 28 laps and counting so far. He, of course, he's short pitted to gain this track position here by about 20-30 laps. As we look at the pit road data one more time.
Take it, Matthew.
So yeah, about 7 laps early.
If that was on purpose, then thank you, 77.
Of course it wasn't.
See, sound
Okay,
like
sorry then.
the little drivers are getting a little anxious here. Lap slowly winding down. 45 to go, coming to 44. Right now, Aaron Stanton closing the gap to Elijah Fisher as the battle for third now became another 3-car battle.
Steve, you got your beautiful spot in behind you.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
As right now, the battle for third still rages on. Henderson and Ward both have had quiet nights tonight up and down the leaderboard, but mainly been outside of the top 5, around that 6th to 10th range. Look back here at around 7th position here. Thomas Hernandez, strong showing so far in his debut here in the Inspired Racing League, as he right now running 8th, trying to run down Giorno for 7th. He's been at the front the majority of the night, hasn't led a lap so far. But so far, a solid showing for the driver, the 77 Nationwide Ford. Love the paint job, by the way, especially the blue and the black. As you see, Shane Hart, a pole sitter now, trying to work his way back up to the front. Been another one of them. He's been around the top 5 to 8th place range. See Matthew Gall back there trying to salvage something as Hernandez loose. He saves it. Let's go back and see what happened. Right rear gets on the seam, and that seemed like what starts it. Locks it up. What a save by the 77. You know, he has fell back to 10th. An excellent piece of driving, as right now, the battle for the lead. Here comes Aaron Stanton on fresher tires. Trying to get around Elijah, not quite contact. And Aaron Stanton to the lead. Fisher crosses him over. Of course, a massive difference in tires right now. Fisher on a 44 last day. Contact a little bit. And that'll if they keep this up, it will definitely bring in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. As Fisher loose, dirt tracking it, keeps it straight. Stanton back down to the bottom, trying to clear him. And here comes third through sixth. Seventh, actually. Jorno's back there somewhere. It has been this group of drivers right here that's been able to really just put on a show tonight. Now, this is by far the longest green flag run we've had. As here comes Hauser. Of course, Mike Hauser trying to keep adding to his laps led. Still holds it. Fisher has now moved into second after leading 36.
Thank you, Brian.
Laps as you see the tires now starting to take over the driver of the 4. It's only a matter of time, too. I mean, as you see Cannon way up the track, almost into the wall. Still an intense battle. Fisher putting up a good fight for second. Now to third as Hauser breaks away for the moment. See, Henderson will get around Elijah for third. So right now the tires starting to go away on the driver of the 4. And all this dogfight for it has allowed the 27 to break away. 1 second lead over Mike Hauser. 1.3 over Henderson. As we'll give you another update on where your favorite manufacturers are running. And you see Chevy Ford, Chevy Ford, the top 5. Shane Hardy, only Toyota again tonight, running 8th. So right now, Aaron Stanton leading here at Phoenix.
Okay.
Don't run on my car panel. That's what happened.
And we got an incident between the 9 and the 4. Let's see what happened. Oh. Aggressive driving by the 9 and the 4. More to the 9. A little bit. I don't know.
You guys said we're able to file complaints after the race or something?
Let's go back and look at this here one more
There's a
time.
ticket submission you can use.
Yeah, so hard to really pin the tail on that one.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
who
sure
it was. This was earlier in the race, but I was running second, got hit from behind, and yeah, just worry about that.
As you see, Elijah Fisher now is in.
put it in the
Unsure
ticket
that was
submission.
from the contact with the 9, or if that was from him just needing some tires, as he has done a 52-lap stint. All right, now Aaron Stanton again. I will iterate the point situation again. Cameron Winsberg not here tonight, who holds the third place in points. So with that being said, if Aaron Stanton can pull out this win, he just may knock out Winsberg, as we have a caution on the speedway. Appears to be a 4 of Elijah Fisher. We'll have to look and see. It just loops it around off of 4 to bring out the yellow. Again, don't know what damage is done to it at 9. But this will change everything as we approach 25 laps to go. One more look here. Yeah, just back in the gas. Cold,
there, 12.
cold tires.
Yeah, we gotta get up to the pace car. So come on.
Chill out.
As race control will go ahead and make his verdict. Well, he'll wait because of some of the drivers on pit road. So right now, the majority of the field is in. Chris Leota has opted to stay out. Or nope, he's in. All right,
Just
everybody's
behind
coming in. Brent Hammerhand actually is taking a wave around to get his lap back.
Okay, so 77, you need to stay to the line that we were in pit road.
As we will see who wins the race off of pit road right here. Aaron Stanton does. So after review of the incident, the Ford gets loose off of turn 2 and spins it. The Ford will receive the EOL. Thank you.
How about it mess you up there, Steven, going in the pit? You couldn't see my son.
I could see my sign, I just couldn't get to it.
Let's go back and look at this pit road incident at Stevens. Well, that people are saying. Yeah, so.
Elijah, I think you gotta go to the back.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Yeah, race control will turn this up. 77, this is a warning. Please stay to the right of the pit lane until you're 3 to 5 boxes away from your pit stall. Thank you. So with 24 to go here.
We should be extending this. The lucky dog isn't here, Garrett.
We should or shouldn't.
Clear my black, please.
What's the black? I just gotta know.
Shane, I wasn't trying to hip check you. I got the 3 wide call as I came up the track. So.
Garrett, we need to clear on the 95, please.
Alright, I'm overridden. 23 to go here.
You're good, Jordan.
Gaunt Ward looks to the bottom, trying to mess up this whole point scenario. Ward sends it in. Not able to get there. Gaunt Ward, like I said, has been one of the quiet ones the whole night. Aaron Stanton just set the fastest lap of the race of a 26.781.
Good day, Mike. That was sketchy.
Putting the 20 laps to go. And we got a caution. Shane Har's around. I saw
Sorry,
him.
watch out. I just didn't even see the wreck.
Hernandez with damage.
Hey, Shane, are you alright over there? Holy, what a hit.
Let's take a look at it. Shane just got loose and yeah, nowhere to go for a lot of drivers.
So, like, I just, that time you split up when the wreck happened. I just didn't see it.
Shane Hars, like I said, one of them who has had a quiet night up to this point, started on pole, led 3 laps. One more look here. Yeah, it just gets loose and overcorrects it. And race control say his word. After review of the incident, 21 gets loose, coming out of 4 and overcorrects, triggering the incident. The 21 will receive the EOL. Thank you.
And I'm probably not going to get the free pass if I got in the back of the lodge when the caution came out.
A rough night for Shane Harris. He will use one of his fast repairs more than likely, and he is back in the race. As here comes the 40 to get one of his laps back. Let's see if we can get a word with. Get a word with him in here in a minute. Don't want to disturb him. He ain't had the race yet, so really ain't no need to get a word with Shane Har. 6 caution flag with 18 to go. Biggest mover so far tonight, driver at 42, Colt Ward, started in the back. He is up to second, plus 15 spots. Stephen Hitting Jr., Chris Lyotta up 4 spots. Right now, Aaron Stanton trying to lock himself into one of them 3 winningest positions. We'll pop up that graphic one more time tonight. See the points coming into tonight. Jason Williams plus 2, Aaron Stanton plus 13. He has a chance to knock out Cameron Winsberg. As we will be approaching the restart zone this time. Aaron Stanton will bring them down. We're rolling. Shane Hard trying to make up spots. Right now running in 10th. Hunter Ward not a great restart as he'll slip back 1 spot to 3rd. Mike Hauser all over him. You see Henderson off the wall with a little bit. He's got Lyotta to his inside, and right now Aaron Stanton trying to scoot away. Coming to 15 laps to go this time.
Good save, 77.
Right now down the back straightaway, single file out. Cannon trying to run down.
You're really a lap down and blocking me off.
So we have an issue.
Unbelievable.
Oh, the incident points. So Shane Hall and Robert Whitwell will be receiving black flags for too many incident points. I said at the top of the show, 22 X's would be the limit. So right now, what was a solid day for Shane Hard, the points. So what was a solid day for Shane Hard, the points leader coming into tonight with his 3 wins, has gone awry. As you heard the frustration over the radio. Right now, Cannon trying to make something happen. Here comes Hunter Ward. It is a Chevrolet top 3. And Shane Horn now has gone 1 lap down in 13th. So the best he can do right now would be 11th. If there was another caution and the 18 was not involved in that caution, he would receive the free pass, as now it's Fisher. And we have a yellow. Speaking of A.J. Thompson, what happened? Oh, God, what a hit. Take another look at that. Holy crap. I don't know what to call that one, ain't it? The AJ comes down on the 77 from what it looks. Well, I didn't mean to hit that. So yeah, 77 is trying to make the move. Back it up a little bit more. Here we go, right here.
Hey Elijah, I got a question for you.
Yep, 77 going to make the move. And the 18 tries to defend, comes down on the 77, and the 18 with one of the most vicious hits I think I've ever seen. And race control will get his word in. So after review of the incident, it looks like the 77 goes to make a move on the 18, and the 18 tries to cover it and comes down on the 77. So the 18 will receive the EOL. Thank you.
Hey Garrett, you got a copy?
What you got?
I was serving a black penalty when the yellow came out, and now it's gonna make me do it again. Will that be cleared, or do I have to do it again?
What's it telling you to do for the penalty?
Drive-through. I was on pit lane doing my drive-through as the yellow flag came out.
I had to serve mine.
Where's the 21?
Funny, brother.
I mean, I would say, even though you're in the process of serving it, when the caution came out, it still didn't complete it, so I do not know if iRacing would clear it. I can try to clear it, but I cannot guarantee that iRacing will more than likely try to override me, so I just say just serve it again, and we'll go from there.
All right, 2 things on restart. Please not talk so people can focus. Secondly, that is the correct call. Please do not clear that since it wasn't served.
Alright, race start here with 7 to go. Apologize, folks. Race control business. Aaron Stanton trying to hold off a hungry pack as here comes Mike Hauser trying to make something happen. The dominant car tonight, who has, judging by the looks of it, has clinched the most laps led. So he will receive that 1 extra bonus point. But right now, Aaron Stanton with a good chance of making his way into the top 3 winningest driver category, which if he can hold on to that hold on to that position will be a guaranteed lock in the playoffs. Coming to 5 laps to go as the battle rages on for second. Oh, Mike Hauser's going to go around. Mike Hauser in the wall. And what was going to be...
That's probably my fault, Mike, but I thought I was there. I thought I held yellow.
From what I saw, you bobbled a little bit, so I don't know.
Now what has happened?
Probably didn't touch as hard. Not my fault.
Oh. Slow it down, slow it down.
Yeah, he has the net hard.
So Henderson's there. Mike's trying to come down. But there is net code involved, obviously. But if it's... So let's review this incident. The way it looks, the 72's coming up, the 43's coming down. There is netcode involved in it, for there was no contact between the two drivers, but it will be marked up as a racing incident anyway, more or less because both drivers, one was coming down, one was coming up. So because of that, it will be marked as a racing incident. No EOLs at this time. Thank you. And that's how I view it. So with 3 to go, this is our 1 attempt. Alright, let me explain this real fast. Alright guys, this is green, white, checkered, only 1 attempt. If the caution comes out before the white flag, the race is over. Just reminding everybody. So Aaron Stanton, green, white, checkered, only 1 attempt. 1 attempt at a green, white, checkered. And if the caution comes out before the and make it back to the line, the race is over. Will it be Stanton? Will it be Cannon, Ward, Jordan, Hernandez, Hammerhand, anybody out back? We're about to find out. Stanton with a good jump, about as good as you can ask for. Look at Ward cutting the apex. He's going to try to come up and get next to him. He will not succeed. Side by side for second. 1 and 2. So far, so good. Ward up, clears Cannon for second. There is not a caution here. It is in the race is in its final laps. Or in its final lap, actually, and they will get there. 1 to go. Ward to the bottom. Trying to get next to Stanton. Ward sends it in hard, really hard. But Aaron Stanton with the run off the corner. Ward's going to have one more shot at him entering turn 3. Stanton to defend the bottom. Aaron Stanton is going to win it. Oh, wait a second. Nope, he got him. Aaron Stanton wins at Phoneix.
Good one there.
But by God, was it close.
We're in there, Eric. Pardon that, man. Sorry about whatever happened, Josh. I gotta look at what happened there. I just don't know. Good win, Aaron.
Let's go and get him up in the
Mark, we'll
booth.
take a look at it. We'll talk it out.
Aaron Stanton, buddy.
Good one,
What's
Aaron.
up, Garrett?
Win number 2, and according to the point scenario, unofficial until later in the week, but you may have that 3rd spot and be locked in for right now. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. That was the most irritating last 50 laps I think I've ever had in my life. I mean, 2 of my teammates causing wrecks. I have Colton on fresh tires behind me. I knew he was like, dicing his way through the field. I knew I needed to keep Colton behind me, and then, the wreck with my brother happens, and then Colton ends up right behind me. So I'm just glad I was able to hold him off for, the green-white checkered.
Yes, sir. I hate to tell you, you come 2 laps short of taking that extra point from Mike Hauser, who, by the way, everybody will receive the 1 bonus point for most laps led. Aaron, who you want to thank tonight? 'Cause it was not an easy performance.
I'd like to thank you guys for putting this on. Thank my brother for getting me into this.
y'all, especially for my first one here.
I don't know. This was a fun race.
Yes, sir.
I think I have some gray hairs now, but it was fun.
All right, buddy. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
Again, not official if you have that 3rd spot yet, but considering Cameron Winsberg not here tonight, it's going to be close. But-
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Aaron Stanton pulls off the victory here at Phoenix. Let's see. We will get the driver here of the. Get the 2nd place driver here, Colton Ward. Colton Ward, Garrett Jenkins, you got a copy.
Hello.
Buddy, you sent it. You sent on that last lap. Tell me about the last few laps. Aaron said that he was sweating pretty hard with you behind him coming through the field. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I was kind of upset the caution did come out because I think I probably was going to get there for sure there. But I think we were more even when it went to the green white checkered. But I do think I probably would have had him like the next lap.
Yes, sir, buddy. Gut wrenching today. Tell me about, because I noticed throughout the race the top side really seemed like it could get the run a whole lot better off through pretty much the whole track rather than the bottom. Was that just a method of how people were driving, or is that just how the track gripped up to be?
I think you would just get a better exit, like going a little higher. I was staying on the bottom just to save the tires a little better, which I think was coming in. We just never got that full run on with everyone being even.
Yeah. And it makes sense because Thursday night played out something similar. I can't remember if you were there for the truck race on Thursday. Yeah, something similar was playing out. Had the top side could get a run. And with that being said, buddy, who do you want to thank tonight?
To everyone that broadcasted this race and hosted the race.
Buddy, we appreciate it. Glad to have you. I know the last question I'll let you go, but it's I kind of been emphasizing you're not technically eligible to compete for the playoffs, so is the plan just to disrupt everybody else, just go for wins, make a statement going into next season?
Yep.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you. We look forward to seeing you Saturday night. Colton Ward comes home second. Appreciate your time.
Yep.
We'll get the 3rd place runner here. It is actually a Chevrolet 1, 2, 3, 4. Kay Cannon.
Yes, sir.
Buddy, P3, solid car all night. You led 13 laps. Tell me, was there anything that you could have done if the caution hadn't came out?
Probably. When the 42 pitted there, I had an idea of the pit, and I feel like if I had pitted when he did, I could have probably won that race. But at the end of the day, I feel like I had the better car out of all of the cars at the beginning of the race, and as the race went on, I think that Aaron's machine just came alive. And I believe if it wasn't for the last few cautions, I think maybe we would have had a chance, but I'll take a top 3 at the end of the day. I don't think we had anything for that 27th in there, though, unfortunately. Tried it the best, but I just don't think it was going to be enough.
Yes, sir, buddy. Congratulations on your top 3 at night. Who do you want to thank?
Just, my teammates, Chris, Jordan, all of the Chevy teammates over there. Because each of us will keep battling each other like crazy, but the good thing is because we battle, it makes us better. So hats off to them. Also, shout out to my family, all my friends that support me with all this stuff, and my dear family that's watching over me from above and everything. Thanks to them and God himself.
All right, buddy. Congratulations on your P3K Cannon. Improves his scenario going into the playoffs. Appreciate it.
Like it.
Let's see. Let's get one side of the story with Mike Hauser here. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins got a copy.
Oh, I got you, Garrett.
Buddy, well, I know it's not the way you want it. You do walk away out of here with the extra bonus point for leading the most laps of 52. Yeah, kind of walk me through that perspective on the last lap. Or not the last lap, but that incident with the 72.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take responsibility for that. That was more on me than anything, or than on Josh. I knew he was down there, and I had K'd my outside, and I wanted to give him room. I also wanted to cut back down the track just a little bit more to try to get a better run off, and I did way too much, and I just basically drove myself into him. So that's on me. And at that point I was really upset because I thought we had a great car. And it's just so tough to pass here. And, after that pit cycle, Aaron got by me, and I thought it was going to be really tough to get back by him. So I felt like that restart was my last shot. And when I didn't, when I couldn't get to him there and I made that mistake, it was just, I felt like I could have had a top 3, top 5 there if I just didn't make that mistake.
Yeah, buddy, I understand. From the replay, there was net code involved, not really any contact, but it did look like one was coming down, one was coming up. Strong show tonight, buddy. Who do you want to thank?
Well, I want to thank my 4 teammates as always. They're really helped me out during the race, giving me good pointers to where to run. I want to thank Wrangler for coming on again, especially after that embarrassing run, and my family and friends for watching, and as always, you for doing the broadcast. I'm happy to have you back up here.
Well, everybody, while we got him here, if you can in the chat, congratulate Mike Hauser on graduation. Day before yesterday.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. All right, Mike. Strong run today. Does not end up how you want it. But you will walk out of here P8 with extra bonus points. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, that being said, we'll get one more. We'll get the other side of that incident between Hauser and Henderson. Let's pull Josh Henderson in here. Josh Henderson, Garrett Jenkins got a copy.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Yeah, I just got done talking with Mike. He says he takes most of the responsibility for that incident. What happened from your perspective?
Yeah, first and foremost, Mike's awesome. We race really good together. He's probably the Ryan Newman of the league. Feels like he's the hardest to pass for all the right reasons, though. So I had a run off 4, and I kind of had to take it because of how hard it was to pass. So, you don't want to take it 3 wide. You don't want to put people in that position. But I think there was, less than 10 laps to go at that point. Like, it was go time. And had to take that shot, kept it down low, and, all you see on your screen, out the window is holding that yellow line. And all of a sudden I got, tagged and went around. But instantly I didn't know if I slid up a little bit or if he came down because you really can't tell, especially in the moment. The only thing I wish that could have happened is, the call happened faster because I probably wouldn't have pitted there. I just assumed I was getting EOL because I knew I was the inside car. So unfortunately put us back in, the back of the pack there, and I think I was only able to get 1-2 positions there on that final run. But would have been nice to see if I could stay up front. But it is what it is. Yeah, no, Mike's awesome to race with, and I don't blame him. We were going for the win, or at least going for second. Congrats to my brother.
All right, buddy. Real fast, who you want to thank tonight? You will walk out of here 9th unofficially.
Yeah, I feel like it was still a decent points night against Jason, right? And that's really what it's going to come down to. So thanks for putting on the race. Thanks for everybody, for the most part, trying to race clean, right? I mean, tempers get flaring out there. Phoenix isn't really a short track, but at the same time it is. So people weren't too happy with each other. So is what it is. But thanks everybody for putting it on, and it was a lot of fun.
All right, Josh Henderson will walk out of here ninth, and it will definitely tighten up going into next week in the road to the playoffs. Appreciate your time, Josh.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You too. That being said, we'll go ahead and go through the results here. Aaron Stanton, win number 2 of the season. Walking out of Phoenix, Colton Ward started from the back again. Will finish second. Cade Cannon third. Jordan Jorno will round out fourth, and it will be a Chevy first through fourth. Thomas Hernandez, impressive debut. He will wind up fifth. Brent Hammerhand in sixth. A much-needed good points finish for him. Chris Lyotta seventh. Mike Hauser, after having a dominant car of the night, will walk out of here eighth. Josh Henderson ninth. Stephen Henning Jr. in 10th. Shane Harr, after having a decent night, it all goes awry in the closing laps. He will get 11th place. So will Elijah Fish will round out 12th after a solid night that also went awry. Jason Williams in 13th. Bobby Hadaway in 14th. A.J. Thompson, after being involved in an incident, will come home 15th. Matthew Gall, not the return that he had planned for, will walk out of here 16th. And Robert Whithull will round out 17th. With that being said, I'm Garrett Jenkins. It has been a great night here for Phoenix. Few wrecks, like 7-8 cautions, but a long green flag run, and at the end of the day, Aaron Stanton survived all the carnage to take away and potentially hold that third position in points. We will find out next week.